c, then c is equal to x square plus y square, which is an equation, but obviously it is not a function because it does not satisfy vertical line test that I think we already mentioned. I already mentioned in class. So contour diagrams make functions of one variable from those of two. The problem is this is okay, but we know that these contour diagrams are not coming from functions all the time. So this thing is wrong here. So this option is not correct. So only second and third option are correct options in this case. And part D is really simple. I need to simplify this one. And to be honest, this is a really simple problem. What I need to do is I need to expand this x plus y square by using this formula, which is a plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So you can use this one to get x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 2, and then expanding this one is y square minus 10y plus 25, and then keeping this in same 2x plus 5y minus 3x square plus 2y square. Now the next step is f of x comma y is I'm going to distribute 3 inside. So it is 3x square plus 12x plus 12, and distribute 2 inside, minus 2y square plus 20y minus 50, and then I have plus 2x plus 5y minus 3x square plus 2y square. Now obviously there will be some simplifications. As you can see, this is f of x comma y, which can be called to be third the variable corresponding to third axis, which is z. So you can see 3x square negative 3x square and negative 2y square positive 2y square, and then I can look at these x values, which is 12x plus 2x, this becomes 14x, and 20y plus 5y becomes 25y, and this is negative 50 positive 12, this is negative 38. So this is the equation. Now what are the slopes of this plane? Obviously the slope in x direction is 14 and the slope in y direction is 25. So this was like a simplification question, and we don't need to like use any mathematical tools here. Yeah, this question is pretty interesting because we have 4 contour diagrams and we have 4 two variable functions. We have to show that okay, this corresponds to which one of these, either it is option A, option B, option C, or option D. So the contour diagram will be coming from this particular function, which is not the function, equation. Square root of x square plus y square is equal to, so I'm replacing this f of x comma y by c, and if you square on both sides, x square plus y square is equal to c square. So these are circles with radius c, so we can choose different value of c to get different circles. Obviously from all of these 4 options, it is the circle is option D, so this corresponds to graph D. And if you look at the second one now, I'm doing x minus y is equal to c. Obviously this is a line, this is a straight line. So if I want to write it in a nice form, then this will be y is equal to x minus c. So these are lines whose slope is 1. So obviously these are lines that make an angle of 45 degrees with x-axis because their slope is 1. Slope, which is m, is 1. So you can see like option A's are straight lines, option B is also straight lines, but I'm going to choose option B because because one reason is the slope is positive and slope is 1. Obviously the slope of each of these lines is 1 because every line makes an angle of 45 degrees with the x-axis. Or you can use another reason, okay, since the slope is positive and these lines all are increasing from left to right, then we can say that, okay, this is going to be the contour diagram corresponding to this one. So it should be option B. If you want like more explanation, maybe you choose different values of c. If c is equal to 0, then y is equal to x. Obviously this corresponds to this equation, y is equal to x. And yeah, then I think you can do further values as well. So for this one, 1/3 x plus 1/3 y plus 4 is equal to c. Obviously if we pick different values of c, these are also lines, but you can see these are lines with negative slope. Like I can write this in this way, c like minus 1/3 x minus 4 plus c. If I multiply 3 on both sides, this is negative x, negative 12, positive 3c. So you can see these are lines with the negative 1 slope. So obviously this should be corresponding to these all the lines. So correct option is A. And obviously the last one should be C. But if you want like more careful analysis, then what you can do is you can do xy plus 2 is equal to c. It means xy is equal to c minus 2. So y is equal to c minus 2 divided by x. You choose different values of c. For example, if c is 3, for example, then this is 1 over x. And we know that this corresponds to curves that look like this. This is corresponding to 4, and these two curves are corresponding to 0. Okay, and we have our like other contours as well. Like there will be a line here, 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 and so on. So these are correct options, D, B, A, C. This was second problem. And as far as third problem is concerned, this is really simple. We need to find slope in both directions. So slope in x direction. For that I'm going to pick 2 points where y value is same. Obviously those 2 points are Q and R. So I'm using Q and R to find slope in x direction, which is m delta z divided by delta x. The change in z values is z2 minus z1, x2 minus x1. z2 minus z1, like we can do this 3 minus 2. And x2 minus x1 is like we can do 1 minus 2. So this is 1 over negative 1, which is minus 1. Similarly, I'm going to copy, duplicate. So slope in y direction. So for y direction, obviously I should look for the points where x value is same. These are points P and Q. So I'm using P and Q. Obviously we name this n. This is delta z over delta y. This is like y2, y1. So if I look the difference in z values, this is 6 minus 3. So 6 minus 3, and y values is 4 minus minus 2. 4 minus minus 2. And now you can see this is 3 and this is 6, which is 1/2. Now the point that I'm going to choose is, let's say x0, y0, z0. You can pick any point that you like. There's no difference. And then equation of plane is z is equal to z0 plus m x minus x0 plus n y minus y0. So z is equal to z0 is, like obviously this is x0, this is y0, and this is z0, 6, and m is, sorry, this is negative 1. Negative 1 x minus 1 plus 1/2 y minus 4, and now you can simplify if you want. So z is equal to 6 minus x plus 1 plus 1/2 y minus 2. So z is equal to minus x plus 1/2 y, and 6 plus 1, 7 minus 2 is 5. Yeah, so this is the equation of the plane that we are looking for. So this was, I think, the last question, which is third one. We already did second one, and we did first one as well. So this is the solution to the very first quiz.